You know, going through high school for me was pretty different. I loved cheerleading. I loved doing that. That was the most enjoyable thing I ever got to do. But I do know this. There's just so many crazy things that I watched happen through my school that it was very different to feel I could be a part of all the different kinds of groups of people. I mean, we had like ranchers, and we had people that were part of the drug industry. I mean, there was just some crazy people that went through our school, and I'm surprised they even were allowed to be there, to be honest. Because the story behind that was something about, oh, they were throwing rocks or vandalizing somebody's house or somebody's property, and they came out of some kind of jail or home that had a certain kind of watch over them. So it wasn't like probation or anything, I don't believe, but definitely did not make our, I mean, it for the school that I was going to, it was a great school. It was just the kind of people that were in my class at the time was very interesting. It caused, I think, a lot of half of our class, it was like at least 8 girls out of our whole class who had become pregnant before our graduating day. And then we had a student who definitely, they had their partying, and I don't know if he had his job where he was picking up hours at his first job over a weekend. He was getting ready to drive himself to work one morning and caught the sunlight, was crossing an intersection on a highway, and a semi had come and smoked him right on the side, and he ended up dying on the scene. So we actually had a student that was killed before our graduating day also as well.
And 4 hours later, here we are. Hey, give me a big smile. All right. Oh yeah. Oh, looks like somebody got murdered in here. Coffee maker, lights, action. Probably a bathroom somebody died in as well.
2 beds.
One for one purpose, one for another. Oh yeah. Computer's set up. Jackpot.
I'm calling him now. I'll be quiet.
Okay.
Hey, girl. Yeah, we're finally here. 4 hours later. I'm exhausted.
Hi, Leslie.
She said hi.
Yeah, I bet she did.
You excited? I know, I am too. You have your uniform, right? Oh, okay. You better wear it.
Yeah, you better, 'cause mine is.
Yeah, she's probably 400 pounds by now.
Oh, you are so mean.
Well, you know how she is. Yes.
Ooh, looking good, baby.
We're shocked if it still fits.
Oh, you're expecting a compliment after that. You're baiting me.
Will this help?
Oh, there you go. You're baiting me. Good Lord. Well, let's see it. Oh. Oh, as cute as in the pictures.
Oh, yeah, you know.
All right, baby. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, looky here. Ooh, looking good, babe. Ooh, cute. Oh. Ooh, looking good, baby.
In the spring of 1945, victory in Europe terminated a slow, painful war in the Old World. Then, only weeks later, the centuries-old concepts of war were changed in a blinding instant.
From the instant of that first blast until Hiroshima vanished from the list of living cities, closely guarded plants in New Mexico, Tennessee, and the state of Washington continued their work to shorten the war. After Hiroshima, Tokyo wondered when the next atom bomb would fall. They did not wonder long because the president delivered an ultimatum: surrender or face complete destruction. The Japanese ignored the ultimatum. It was evident that atomic power to break the enemy must become the tale of two cities. Nagasaki was selected to become target city number 2. Exactly 3 days after Hiroshima, at 10:58 the morning of August 9th, the bomb was exploded above the city, and in the towering mushroom, Japan could read its doom. This was more than a routine bombing. It was the funeral pyre of an aggressor nation. The bomb had been purposely exploded high, so that the greatest part of its radioactive material was dissipated in the stratosphere. Just as in the darkness of the desert morning, when the atomic age was born, atomic power puts the question squarely to mankind.
Hi. Yeah, I'm just getting in. I know, I'm excited. I can't wait. Yeah, do you think he's gonna be there? I know. She's probably 500 pounds and has 3 kids already. I know. Yeah, I'll see you there. Yeah. Alright, bye.
The saints were raptured, the Judaizers were left behind, the temple was destroyed, and the Hebrew people were once again dispersed, just as Christ and his apostles predicted. The world waits with bated breath for the second coming of Christ, but the world waits in vain, because there was only one time in human history that he could have made this appearance, and that time is now long past. For Jesus himself announced that within the very generation of those that first heard him, some would still be alive to witness his return. Therefore, if Jesus did not fulfill this promise before the last of that generation died off, we can safely throw away our Bibles and go our merry ways, while at the same time live in constant fear of what awaits us when we cross the bridge from life into death. For if Jesus did not return when he said he would, then this proves that he was not the long-promised Messiah, but instead a mad charlatan who, along with his apostles, swindled an entire generation and those succeeding him. Thankfully, though, we are able to say with complete confidence that this is not the case due to the historical records left behind for us after the completion of our New Testament canon. In particular, the writings of Flavius Josephus, Cornelius Tacitus, and Dio Cassius. For unbeknownst to most students of both history and the Bible, these three wrote of the many miraculous signs and word-perfect fulfillments to Christ's prophecies regarding the end of the Old Covenant age and the beginning of the New. Writings that prove once and for all that Christ's parousia did, in fact, occur in the 1st century AD and came to its conclusion with both the destruction of the Jerusalem temple and the diaspora of the Hebrews, just as the Lord predicted 40 years before. Yet despite these historical records proving otherwise, most of today's so-called experts in the field of biblical scholarship continue to claim that we are still awaiting Christ's return along with the rapture of his saints. For just as the temple leadership refused to acknowledge Jesus of Nazareth as their long-promised Messiah because he didn't show up in the way they wanted, so also do today's modern Pharisees and Sadducees, who refuse to acknowledge Christ's second coming having already occurred because it did not happen in the time and way they wanted it to happen. So I repeat my original premise. Just as there was only one time in history that the Messiah could have arisen, and that time is now long past, so too was there only one time in history that Christ's second coming could have occurred, and that time is also now long past.